All right, here we go. What week are we in? What week is this?
13.
13. Oof. Almost over.
A lot of people are going to be starting playoffs next week. We still have one more. So much so that I went through and wrote down who everyone has. I wonder if I can get this top part to show up right there backwards. Oh no, it's not backwards. God, I always say that. So I'll show it. I'll show it right there. Who everyone's playing, what they're down by. Then we got everyone down here that's already out. But you know, the ones that matter. Opponents. You know what I like? There is no win and in. You have to pay so much attention. Where is it? Beth, Kenny, and Rob. You guys are sitting in the best positions. Rob is 40 points below Beth and 35 below you. But I think he's in the best position because he plays Matt and my dad.
Yeah.
Not hating on anybody right now. I'm strictly going by how many total points you've scored this year. He's going up against Matt and my dad. You have Jeremy and Erica. Erica's actually second in points above all of y'all, but she just hit some bad luck. And Beth has Ethan and Chris. So she's actually sitting pretty good. Ethan and Beth is probably the biggest game this week. It is the biggest game this week. Also, Jeremy needs to get himself his win, but I think that's coming next week, minimum.
Hopefully not this week. I hope.
Yeah. However, I'm also cheering for a Brandon and Blake win this week, simply because they play each other next week, and that could be for a playoff spot. And next week would be
that'd be fun.
Absolutely insane. But yeah, Brandon and Blake, you are cheering for Rob and Kenny to lose. Just letting you know, you're cheering for them to lose. Because Beth and Ethan play each other, and y'all don't really care who wins that one. But yeah, just a little heads up.
Who does Rob play this week? He plays Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he plays Matt, but you just wait. Okay. You just wait. Let's get started.
All right. So you go ahead and do mine first.
Okay, I'll do yours.
Go ahead. Let you do your. Since you got a flow going.
It's 8:00 in the morning, so
yeah, this is the earliest one we've ever done.
We're drinking coffee.
No beer in this one. Well, I mean, unless there's beer in the fridge.
Kenny, I like that you have Robbie Anderson in.
Yeah.
He's going off. He's doing his thing. The only thing I don't like right now, which you can't change, is that you did have Doxson in. You went heavy with Redskins again.
Thinking that it was going to be a cowboy crapper, and it wasn't.
Yeah, the only thing is with him, he hasn't gone off. And I understand you're like, oh, well, this might be the game, playing a Thursday night game against Dallas. So I see what you're doing there. But you got Diggs and Marvin Jones. And Marvin Jones is actually going up against Baltimore, which doesn't seem appealing, but he's put up big points before. So if you in your mindset, you're like, well, I need the 12 from Doxson, that's okay. But Diggs and Marvin Jones on your bench, I like to have put potentially more points up. If I could have changed anything. Jeremy, DeAndre Hopkins doesn't miss a beat because he's the best receiver in the league. So
unfortunately,
I'm liking him again. I don't like the double tight end play. You have Jared Cook in. However, someone has to catch a ball, right? Someone has to catch a ball from Carr. So Cook, I think. We'll see, though. I, however, would take out Macklin, and this is the part where a lot of people need to pay attention to. You have Josh Gordon. Dude, I love Josh Gordon. I would probably play Josh Gordon in your position. Very special position. Everyone else, when I hate on your receivers, Dede Westbrook, or counterpart Josh Gordon, Corey Coleman.
Against the Chargers.
Yes. Why? Dede Westbrook has 16 targets the past 2 weeks.
Dede's different.
Corey Coleman has 19. I'll take it. I'm not saying these are all-stars you're about to put on your team, but they're probably better than what you got. I know they're better than what you got. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Corey Coleman. Josh Gordon's coming back. So it's like, oh, he's going to get less targets. Who do you think is going to get all the defensive attention, though?
All right. Well, then we're going to get to Erica and Cody. This one could get a little interesting.
Oh, y'all's game was too close to call. I didn't call y'all's game.
Got it. So for Erica and Cody. So first thing I'm gonna talk about Erica. I like Devontae Adams this week. I like the Green Bay Tampa Bay game purely because I don't think either one of those teams are playing defense very well right now.
Or football.
Yeah, football particularly, but defensive part mostly. And so I like Devontae Adams this week. Another player I really like on your team is actually on your bench, and that's Jimmy Graham. Now he is going up against Philadelphia, but Philadelphia has been really good against the run and lowering the quarterback play, but tight ends are actually scoring a lot against them in the past couple of weeks. So I would take Coleman out of your flex now that Freeman's back, and I'd put in Jimmy Graham and play 2 tight ends. Go for it. Cody, obviously, like Jacksonville's defense. 10 sacks last time they played Indianapolis, and I don't see that going down.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing on your team, I guess right now, why this is interesting, because Kansas City has lately just been kind of slowly going down. They could come back this week.
No kidding. They're in.
So, on that case, then the thing is, I'm not really fixing that problem. I'm just going for a safer play, and I think I play Hill over Hunt in your flex this week.
Does Kareem Hunt continue this and score negative points this week?
I feel like Hill's just a safer play.
I think it's a stock. I think it's like people bought in, and then they're like, oh, let's sell. But it's at such a low point that this bad boy has to shoot up.
At some point. I'm sorry, I have to play him in one of
I'm predicting 20 points for no good reason.
Just one of those gut feelings.
It's what happens.
Okay. So there we go. And we'll move on to Chris and Brandon.
Yeah, Chris and Brandon. Who do you have winning on that show?
I have you, but I think it's like it could
be
another.
Yeah, you hear that?
It could be another good one.
All right. Yeah, Chris and Brandon. Let's talk about Chris. When I first looked and I scanned through, I'm like, Ted Ginn. I don't like him. But then I'm like, Ted Ginn's going home.
Right.
Ted Ginn's going home, and I like that extra edge that players have when they're going up against their previous teams.
I have a funny thing to bring up about that later in a second.
So he's going to be like, I'm going to get this big play. So we'll see. Even though he puts up points, both of these people that I'm about to name have put up points. I do not like either one of them, and that's Burkhead and Eckler. Eckler scored 10 points somehow last
game
week.
Script.
But I don't like him. You have Juju on your bench, and I know this is getting into the point of the year where I'm like, focus on the big names because they're getting warmed up for playoffs, and that's what the Steelers are going to be doing. So Antonio Brown's going to be very good. However, that tidbit that it's a rival game. Baltimore does not want Antonio Brown to scorch them. All right. The Panthers may let Julio Jones go for 300 on them, but Baltimore does not want Antonio Brown to destroy them.
Baltimore's not playing Pittsburgh.
Cincy.
Yeah.
My bad, Cincy.
It's all good. I see what you're saying, though.
So I have Martavis Bryant. What's he gonna do? But just throwing that in there. Brandon, Newton, same reason I like Ted Ginn. Newton's going up against I'm just gonna stop talking. He's going up against a rival. It's got the edge factor going. A lot of things have the edge factor going. That's what Newton has. If he wins this game, they will be, top dogs in the division right now. Everything else, I think you're good to go. If I had to change something, I might put in Zay Jones for Devontae Parker.
Okay. Chris. Man, hey, good news to you. Jameis Winston is back, and he gets to come back and play Green Bay first. So I am really high on the Mike Evans Winston play this week. I think that could turn out really good for you. I don't mind the Burkhead, but I would move Burkhead up to your Eckler spot. I'd take Eckler out, and I'd put Aguilar in your flex. That's how I would play it. But again, game script, Charger could go up by a lot, and Eckler could end up scoring more than Melvin Gordon like he did a couple weeks ago. I don't know,
Right.
but it's too hard to call for that. Brandon, I really like Jordan Howard this week. Just gonna get fed the ball against San Fran like everybody else does against San Fran, so I like that. Cooper Kupp, I know Sammy Watkins is getting Patrick Peterson, but like I was telling Cody earlier, lately even the second guy who's playing against the Arizona Cardinals isn't doing so hot. And the third receiver for the Rams might not play, so that even draws more attention. Just expectations I would lower. And as much as I would love for it to be a good game for them, Carolina defense, man, against the New Orleans offense, that's rough. That's rough to play. I know you don't really have other options, but just keep an eye on that. I think Chris might pull this one off. I think he might. Yeah, just by a little bit.
See, I love Cooper Kupp still, even going up against.
He still could have a game. I'm just saying, like it's one of those like it's kind of like
I think because he runs the route and him and his quarterback are just connecting very well right now. I didn't really like calling either of this, but I got Brandon.
Okay. All right. Rob and Matt. All right, Rob. I don't know how many times.
Coffee.
All right. I don't know how many times we gotta tell you this,
Thank you,
brother.
for this.
But take Amendola out and put in Duke Johnson. It's like that simple. Every week. I don't care what week it is now. Just every week. Don't even put Amendola in your lineup unless you absolutely have to for some reason. And I like Amendola this week. I like a lot of the New England Patriots, so I know that makes it kind of hard to pick one, but I like Amendola. I just could have a decent game. Matt, Kenyon Drake. Good news is going to be the only back there this week, so that's a good one. Funny tidbit there. I was looking at your lineup and I was like, oh, he's got AJ Derby down there, and it said AJ Derby Miami against Denver, and I was like, AJ Derby plays for Denver. No, he does not.
What?
He got picked up by them last week. So, like, you're talking about,
That's
like,
funny.
them. You were talking about them, like, having that against your last team. Well, that'd be like a real quick spin over there if he got to play. I mean, Julius Thomas is the starting tight end for Miami. And it's AJ Derby. But, so I just thought, just going to throw that some little highlight information there. If you didn't even know he got traded or got picked off waivers. But, I got Rob winning that because, Matt, let's just face it, your team hasn't done so hot lately.
All right, you can just read off that paper what I have to say to Rob.
All right, he's still making coffee. So, Rob, he says nothing to say. And you have Abdullah in. Put in Duke. Or why is Duke out? Yeah, like we said, I don't know how to keep saying it. Matt, he said the same thing.
Hold on.
There
You don't have to read math.
Okay.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to Rob because he still has Abdullah in. Matt, yeah, I like Kenyon Drake because he's the lone back there, even though he's going up against the Broncos. I'm hoping. I feel like Kenyon Drake tries to make really big plays happen because he's in this competition, or was in the competition with Damian Williams, and he's not anymore. So maybe he'll definitely get the catches. But hopefully he'll just be like, you know what, hit the hole, do what I'm supposed to do, and he'll break a
honestly
good
don't
one.
even know if they have another back that does.
What did you say about Matt's negatively?
Well, I was saying because I talked about Derby for a second. Ty, he's got it written down too.
Yeah.
Ty, man, it's Jacksonville. I think the last time they played, he threw up 4 points. I don't know. You can pick whoever you want to.
T.Y. Hilton.
You can pick whoever you want to on your bench. I don't care. Just don't put in Ty.
T.Y. Hilton is either 30 points or 3, and he's not getting 30. There's your answer. Yeah, I said I'd put Sanders in. Hope he doesn't get hurt in the game, but you also have those receivers that no one's picked up, and D.D. Westbrook and Corey Coleman. I have no clue why. I think I'm about to go pick up D.D. Westbrook and tell everyone else to screw off. All right, next, Old Man and Blake.
Yep.
Dad, what did I say? I said, don't play Fitz. Actually, I didn't say don't play Fitz. I said Fitz is going to suck. And he did. He had like 3 yards, or 13 or something. I like your Saints. This is just, I don't know, filled with rivalry. And from what I've seen of the rivalries, the Bengals versus the Steelers, they're going to try to take out the best players. That's why I like Juju. However, when the Saints face Carolina, of course, this is the best defenses they've ever had. But I just think they're going to be like, screw it, let's do it. Air ball.
Well, the first time they played this year, it was a high-scoring game. I don't really see a reason to think it would be different.
Saints defense got better throughout the year. And, I mean, they played each other early, didn't they?
Like week 4, week 5.
Yeah. I don't know. But, usually NFC South, we like to put up a lot of points. And only win by a field goal. But anyways, you have Marquise Lee in. Marquise Lee's teammate, Dede, ever since he's been in the picture, Marquise Lee hasn't done anything. I feel bad that you got hit with this injury bug. There's not much else I can say about your team. Freeman had been hurt. He's finally back, though. Damian Williams out. Robert Woods out. You had all them the past 3 weeks, This could be looking different. Blake, Thielen. Oh, man, there's just something about Thielen that he's awesome. He is, you know who Thielen is? I was thinking Edelman. He's not Edelman. I may even said he's Edelman. He's Jordy Nelson.
If Jordy Nelson was like a foot shorter.
No, Thielen's not that short. How tall is Thielen?
I don't know. I feel like he's short.
Do you assume he's short?
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think.
I've seen him play, but I don't really compare him when I watch him play. And we'll look it up.
I thought he was short too. That's why I thought Edelman. But then I was watching them. Adam Thielen.
Jordy Nelson's really tall though.
He is really tall. And so is Adam Thielen.
6'3"?
6'3", dude.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
Because I've watched him play. Because I'm thinking, slot guy,
I think that's why, you assume the slot guy.
See, I assume Cooper Kupp's short.
No, I didn't assume Cooper Kupp was short.
How tall is Cooper Kupp?
Because I'd seen his draft thing. I don't know, 6'2", 6'4". I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Someone I don't know anything about, and I just assume 6'2".
Yeah.
That's insane. You see these people, and you're like, good God. Like Jordy Nelson. I always thought Jordy Nelson was short. And then I see him.
Jordy Nelson's going to be 6'6" then.
Jordy Nelson is tall. He's not 6'6". He's probably about 6'3", 6'4", though. But yeah, that's what Thielen is. So I like, he's awesome. Blake has Collins?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. He's been passed around the league. I said this real early, that Collins is their best running back. If you watch them play, Collins is definitely their best running back. Fantasy-wise, that doesn't always show. I think his streak of, having a decent output of fantasy points is going to end this week for no other reason than he is just straight up streaky. So Blake has Williams, and he doesn't have him in. And we both like Williams, Green Bay Packers. You definitely need to put him in. You and Rob, what the heck? We say take Nelson out. Green Bay put up so many, had a decent offensive game, and Nelson, nothing. I still believe that there is racism going on here, but I can't prove it. Tampa Bay's defense, though.
It is garbage.
Just play Jordy Nelson. Why not? We'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really mean that, but you do need to put Williams in.
On the Allen and Blake game. Allen, I really like your Drew Brees and Thomas play. They did well against Carolina last time. I know it's at Carolina this time, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about them too this week. I like your Oakland defense play. We talked about this earlier. Geno is playing for the Giants now. Hey, Brandon, see, even Eli gets benched on his real team. So, there we go. Okay. But
I don't agree with it, but I don't really.
Yeah, I'm not saying I would play Geno over Eli, but hey, they chose that. Let them live with it. But so that means Oakland's in route for possibly a Nathan Peterman situation. He could throw 4 interceptions before halftime. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Or
he
could ball out.
He could.
West Virginia boy.
Maybe.
Dad, you need to pick up Geno and play him.
Yeah, over Drew Brees. Please, God. Okay.
That's the big call. No, I'm kidding.
No. I think I saw that. I didn't really see anything I could really play with. Like you said, the Marquise Lee thing. If you wanted to go pick up someone else and play someone over him, I'm okay with that. Blake. I'm kind of down on Seattle this week against Philly. Besides the Jimmy Graham play, Philadelphia's defense has just proven to be a lot better than we all thought it was going to be. So I don't see all your guys reaching their projected points, especially Paul Richardson. Jamal Williams, like you said, he's on your bench. Put him in your lineup. I don't care what you do to fix it. I don't mind leaving Collins in. I'd probably take Nelson out and put Williams in my flex. That's what I would do. But I got Allen winning this one, kind of close. That was another close one, I think.
Yeah. That's what I didn't even say. I have Blake. I give the edge to Blake just because of Thielen. But I actually have Matt beating Rob. Like, looking at it, remember this side of the paper. I was like, Rob has the easiest path. Rob is in the playoffs. I actually have a projection somewhere. I think Jeremy will get his win. I have Rob, and if Beth wins this week, I have Beth. And then I have winner Brandon and Blake. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this guy's controls his own destiny just about, as long as he scores enough points. But just, if I had to look unbiased about everything, projections, who they're up against, that's what it looks like. But when I look at this matchup, even though Matt, you only have 3 wins, but I think I just like your team overall. It looks decent, but you have to take T.Y. Hilton out. Take T.Y. Hilton out, and I think that wins it for you. T.Y. is going to go off for 30.
And I just want to say, like, on that remark, like, we've been doing this league for a while, and this is by far the closest it has ever been this late in the season. Like, when it comes down to for there only be one person clinched right now, that's unheard of in our league. And see, usually it's 3, and there's one guy that's not in yet.
Right. People can't cancel each other out. I mean, Erica technically could still make it, because we'll say Beth beats Ethan. All these people could lose. She could literally jump up to 4th place.
Yeah, that's how it's going in this league, because we're all so close in ties and records. And I'm probably jinxing myself by saying this, but in the time we've had this league, I have never missed playoffs. So
yeah,
we shall see.
And you could win out, but Rob and Beth score more points than you, and you not make it. That's what's scary.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so now down to Ethan and Beth. All right, Ethan, you can't not look at your lineup and just go, I like Alvin Kamara. So there, I'm saying it. Like, I'm pegging the easy way out. I like Alvin Kamara. It's that simple. The dude is a machine lately. It's unstoppable, I think, at this point. I would, like, if I'm trying to win this week, which I believe most of us are trying to win.
If I'm trying to win,
I'm not playing Sterling Shepard. Okay, he's been out for 2 games with migraines, whatever that is, pussyfooting around, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
With Geno in, I'm not trusting anything about Sterling Shepard, anything about that Giants offense particularly.
Check.
So dropping him and putting in Miller and safer floor. Miller's going to
drop
play,
him.
Not drop him. But, well, I don't know.
Drop him like he's out.
But I would play
Geno's
Miller.
in.
I would play Miller. It's just a safer floor.
All right.
And then Beth, I like all the Chargers. The simple as that, they're playing Cleveland. I like all the Chargers. I don't care who they are. So on that note, I would take Doyle out and I'd play Hunter Henry.
Whoa!
I would play Hunter Henry.
Whoa.
He came back in the positive last week. Jackson's defense is good.
I didn't realize how big Hunter Henry was either.
Oh, he's massive.
I'm just like, short, little, fat, stocky dude.
Look,
That's what he looks like.
When you're watching football, you see these big guys with other big guys. So just because they're like a couple inches taller, you're like, whatever, But then you realize, like, oh, that dude's 6'2", so that guy's gonna do it.
Hunter Henry's like 6'7". You want to talk about someone being 6'7"? Hunter Henry's huge, and he just looks like some little fat 5-foot tall dweeb in his picture. I go by pictures.
You realize how big they are when you see people like Danny Woodhead or Darren Sproles walk out there, and you go, "Oh Jesus, how small are they?" And then you're like, "They're like average sized people."
Yeah.
These guys
I don't know.
are giants.
Danny Woodhead's like 5'6". He's not quite average.
But yeah. So I got Beth winning that one, brother. Just because the Chargers, I think, have another big blowout game.
Yeah. I have this listed as the battle of the wide receivers this week. I like the wide receivers for both of these teams. I do think that Chargers streak continues, and I hope so. I hope Beth wins because my team looks a lot like Beth's team in my other league. We both have Keenan Allen. We both have Antonio Brown. We share like 3 people in common. Beyond that, we both had Ty Montgomery earlier in the year. Rest in peace. I can't change anything about that team. There's nothing really to say. Ethan, however, you have McKinnon in, and Latavius Murray's been the man there. I don't know why. McKinnon puts up these 30-point games, and then there's nothing for him. I think Latavius Murray just had to get comfortable in that system. But you do have Lamar Miller. I'd replace him instead of Shepard, but I would take Shepard out. Here's my call. I put in Sammy Watkins. Because just like the Chargers are playing fantastic, so are the Rams. And I think Sammy does all right. I like Cooper Kupp more, but Sammy's coming along, especially since Robert Woods isn't there. So
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we both agree that Geno Smith throwing to Shepard.
I mean, if Geno comes out and he's a different Geno than what I remember seeing, then so be it. But
it could happen.
The Geno I remember
seen him in 2.5 years or more.
Bad. Like, so bad he lost his job to Mark Sanchez at one point. So, like...
Butt fumble. He lost it to butt fumble.
So, let's just say that. Okay. So, and then we're going to do our little DraftKings lineup.
Yeah, I didn't pick a winner of Beth and Ethan. I didn't pick a winner between you and Jeremy or Beth and Ethan. But I got Brandon, Matt, and Blake winning.
Okay. All right. So, you want to do your lineup?
Oh yeah. Where'd I write it? I wrote it somewhere.
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, my quarterback, I'm sticking with... what I said about Chargers, I like Rivers. Matched him up with Keenan Allen. My running backs is Duke Johnson. He's very cheap, and he doesn't even get to start in our league for some reason. Jamal Williams, Green Bay's running back, cheap again. Went super cheap there because Rivers and Allen were expensive. The best receiver in the league right now, DeAndre Hopkins, is on my team because it doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. He's decided he's just going to ball out. I also have who I've been preaching. Someone needs to pick up before I get on there and pick him up. D.D. Westbrook. See, I have Doyle in. I love Doyle. I mean, even though he's...
I mean, he did score 10 points the last time they played Jacksonville. But
yeah, he's just... he's the go-to. And he looks like a dweeb, too. He's probably 6'9". But then I have Mr. Consistency down at the bottom as my flex in Latavius Murray with Oakland's defense because of all the things you said about them earlier. Geno Smith.
And so I'm doing a little different. I actually picked this guy up in our league a couple days ago because I think Chris dropped him, and I wish I had picked him up before Thursday because I probably would have played him. And that's Josh McCown. The dude has slowly and quietly just been real productive. Really productive.
And he'll do nothing next year. He'll do absolutely nothing. But that's what he did when he was with the Bears.
This year he has been super productive. I think he's like QB 13 maybe or something like that. And he's just been scoring points. I mean, he threw up 25 points on Carolina last week. So
he threw up on Carolina.
Yeah. So then I got Jamal Williams in. Like I said, you're getting the number one back, the only running back for a team for a whole game, and nobody else for that price. That's what I'm taking. Jordan Howard. I already talked about how I think he's going to get fed the ball all day. And then who usually is never this cheap, Mike Evans. I'm taking Mike Evans against Green Bay. That's my big wide receiver for the week.
I like it.
And then Michael Thomas, I like him this week. And got to play it with McCown. Got to play Robbie Anderson. Going to fly with my team there.
I like this team, Ken.
And then Hunter Henry, playing Hunter Henry. Because I feel, like I said, Chargers are going to score.
You like Hunter Henry? I like Doyle.
All right, so, and then my flyer, my big-time flyer of the week is Seth Roberts. Someone's got to, like I said, someone's got to catch the ball in Oakland. He's the slot guy. He's played more snaps than any of the wide receivers. I like his chance.
How's he going to do as the number one getting covered, though?
Well, the thing is, he's in the slot, so he's not like getting covered man on man most of the time. So, I just PPR wise in DraftKings, I think he's got opportunities here. Then I'm playing. This is why the reason I had to play Roberts because I played the most expensive defense of the week, and that's Jacksonville because they're going to get 10 points. They're going to give 10 points for not giving up any points, and then they're going to get 10 points for getting 10 sacks.
And then if they score any touchdowns, they could score 40 points.
So I'm going with that.
Yeah.
So there you go. Good luck to everybody. Everybody watch the Tigers beat down the Hurricanes tonight, and have a fun day of football, my friends.